You alright there, lads and lasses? JackOps here, and welcome back to another episode of Storytime with JackOps. Now, it's been a while since the last episode in this series. Also, my Battlefield 5 War Story series has just ended, so in this case, I have to keep up with video consistency somehow. Anyway, in this episode, I'm going to tell you about my previous experiences with job agencies. Spoiler alert, this video certainly is not praising them. Job agencies, also known as recruitment agencies, work in a number of different ways. Initially, a company will get in touch with them to say they have a job role on offer. The recruitment agency will then either look at their current database to find matching candidates, post the job online to source applicants with the right skills, and when they've sourced some suitable candidates, they'll send them through to the company for approval and generally arrange interviews for the best matching candidates. Doesn't sound too bad, does it? Well, that's only the description of a job agency. We haven't got to the pros and cons yet. So let's start on a positive note. Job agencies allow workers to access exclusive jobs that being outside of the agency they wouldn't have heard of or even been allowed to apply for. At the end of your contract with the agency, there's a chance you may be offered full-time employment by the company that you worked for on behalf of the agency. There's also the added benefit of being more likely to get accepted for the job as you've went through the agency.
Jack,
you may ask yourself.
Then what are you bitching about? A potential full-time job at the end of my contract, exclusive jobs and being more likely to get accepted? What is there to complain about?
As I said earlier, let's start on a positive note, where you wouldn't have guessed what's coming up next. Job agencies typically only offer 0-hour contracts. This means you're not 100% guaranteed to attend and work every shift you've applied for. As a result, you don't get paid for that shift, obviously. Many agencies typically only offer minimum wage jobs, which isn't bad for me as a student, but it is bad for older adults that need to save up for their pensions or ones that have a family to feed. At least with the 3 agencies I've been with, there is a tremendous lack of communication between the worker and the agency, meaning missed opportunities and wasted time for the worker. The lack of communication combined with most agencies typically only offering minimum wage and not being able to work on some days means you're financially unstable. This itself has 2 more drawbacks. You won't be able to apply for a loan, and this leaves little room for future progress for you as an individual. The latter, again, mainly affects older adults saving up for their pension or ones that have a family to feed. I'm also reading this from a Facebook post that I made on the 18th of December 2018. So, I may have used some past tense words. Before I tell you the story, be aware that I'm not going to mention these companies' names, simply because I don't want their lads to come knocking on my house to cave my skull in. Jokes aside, me exposing their names to the internet may be unintentionally expose where I live, and then my privacy may become compromised. I'm sick to death of job agencies. Yesterday, I applied for a temporary job vacancy on behalf of an agency at a local food factory, and I was invited to an interview and induction the next morning. When I attended it this morning, I spent an hour filling out an application which was 12 pages long. Afterwards, I was asked for my age. When I said I was 17, the interviewer said, "You may be too young to work for this company on behalf of us. I can contact my boss to see whether you're able to or not." So I said, "Sure." 10 minutes later, he came back with saying, "I can't contact my boss at the moment. It's probably better if you go down to reception and ask if you can work for them directly." Naturally, to prevent further time wastage, I did so and asked the receptionist. The agency interviewer said I may be too young for the job vacancy. Any chance I could work for you lot directly? The receptionist replied, "Oh, sorry, I should have told you that over the phone. You have to be at least 18 to work for health and safety reasons." Something else I should add on to this video. At this food factory currently, as of this date, I'm actually there doing work experience. This is maybe only one bad agency, but so far I've had contact with at least 3. Back in October, I worked for a logistics company as a warehouse operative on behalf of another agency. Then all of a sudden, I couldn't work there anymore, so I contacted them several times over the course of a few weeks, and they gave me excuses like, "This company's been a bit quiet at the moment, wait until next week." I discovered the reason why I couldn't work there myself. The job role I was working was posted again on numerous job sites with an updated description. It now involves working 5 days a week, which wasn't there before and which the shifts I could not do. It's better to tell me directly. If they didn't want me anymore, I'd rather be told that than just leaving me hanging. But that's not the end. Around 3 weeks ago, I applied for a sorter job at a postage company. on behalf of yet another agency. It was a temporary vacancy for the Christmas season. Not too long after the application was sent, I was offered an interview. After the interview, the interviewer said, "I'll text you updates on the job role." 2 weeks later, she texted, "You've been accepted for the job role. We'll give you details on when your induction day is." Today, 1 week later, I still haven't gotten a proper answer. Only 1 more week until Christmas, and I still haven't gotten my temporary Christmas job. So there you have it, my experiences with job agencies. You've probably gathered by now that I'm not a fan of them, and you'd be correct. And if you want to work on behalf of an agency yourself, listen to this advice. So if you're thinking about working for anyone on behalf of an agency, just be careful. Maybe I just happen to be unlucky, but the point still stands. Agencies can be piss takes, so try to think twice about the work you apply for. Anyway, that's all I have time for today. If you've enjoyed this Storytime with JackOps episode, please be sure to like, subscribe and share this video. Also be sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server, and click the little bell icon for more notifications based on my latest videos. This is JackOps, signing off.